Hello, producers of Sparking Zero. Thank you very much for creating the sequel to DBZ-BT3. We are Chinese DBZ-BT3 players. We have been playing PvP, and I have been playing it for over 10 years, over 30,000 hours. I believe my understanding of her surpasses that of most players. By watching the video of Sparking Zero on March 21st, I know she has the skill of DBZ3. I know she's not the high-definition version of DBZ-BT3. I know that sequels require innovation, but I want to say, Sparking Zero is not the orthodox evolution of DBZ-BT3. Why? Let's take a look at these 2 points. 1. Camera and directional keys. 2. Movement system. The camera is one of the most important parts of the game. The camera of DBZ-BT3 resembles a fighting game. She emphasizes a sense of direction, emphasizes the distance between both parties, emphasizes the relationship between the character and the map. Looking at the horizon, the lens is always straight, and keep following around the character. Players can easily recognize the direction. The ground is right under my feet, the opponent is right ahead. The closer our opponent gets to us, the larger the role in the camera. When there is a significant difference in the flying altitude of the character, the opponent will leave the camera. Let's make a hypothesis. When the player can see the opponent, they use 50% of their eyes to confirm and 50% of their brain to make decisions. What about when players can't see their opponents? Players can relax their eyes and use their brains more for decision-making. This situation also frequently occurs in DBFZ. The camera of Sparking Zero resembles action games. She emphasized what her opponent was doing. The opponent is always on camera. This camera makes players more immersive. However, she couldn't easily distinguish how far the character was from the ground. She couldn't easily distinguish which direction to approach her opponent in, especially in certain situations. Her camera will deviate from the character. She looks really like DBXV2. In DBZ-BT3, direction keys approach the opponent, but DBXV2 is not. She is moving towards the front of the camera. Different types of games, the function of the directional keys is also different. The camera of Sparking Zero is similar to that of DBXV2. What happens when we press the arrow keys in the game? Movement system. By watching the video on April 21st, we have discovered that the core movement system of Sparking Zero is short dash. Their relationship is the jump in DBFZ. This one for DBXV2. What about DBZ-BT3? In the ultimate training, it is mentioned that hold R1 while jumping to move around in the air. You can also make a dash in the air. Hold R1 to ascend and R2 to descend. This is Wukong art. Although the viewing experience is not good, but it must be admitted that his direction changes very quickly. Why can DBZ-BT3 achieve this level? Please let me explain using DBFZ. Assuming that the dash on the air is the same as the dash on the ground, and the strength and direction of the jump can be controlled, just like this. Many principles of DBZ-BT3 are borrowed from the fighting game, and improved it into a 3D fighting game in the air. Each update of DBZ-BT1, 2, and 3, the movement system has not undergone significant changes, but Sparking Zero is different. His movement system is closer to DBXV2 or Kakarot. And there is also an unacceptable point. Short dash consumes ki. Take a look at other Dragon Ball games. The core movement system did not consume ki. That's why we can keep flying back and forth. Do you want Sparking Zero players to performing a ki charge? So how should we do it? I know that there is no game that satisfies everyone. So we need to make some trade-offs. Firstly, confirm the game design concept. This is very complex. I believe you have a clearer answer than me. You must have conducted market research before. Currently, DBXV2 has the highest sales volume, the highest number of players. How to make DBXV2 players by Sparking Zero? It is one of the problems you need to solve. But this is not something we DBZ3 players should consider. I crossed the line. I'm very sorry. And I can only provide advice. If you really want to make a sequel to DBZ-BT3, I suggest watching this video. Firstly, the prerequisite for creating a sequel is that you must understand DBZ-BT3. As a player who has played for 30,000 hours, please let me introduce her. The 3 favorite points of PvP experts: Wukong art, Z counter, after image, Z counter, Press plus the moment a striking attack hits you. Afterwards, both parties will sequentially press. After the other party makes a mistake, you will kick you away. However, there is a bug. Both sides made no mistakes. Players with fewer key will have an advantage. Why is this happening? Consuming a key is counter, Z counter. No, consuming a key is rapid movement. This is a bug. Rapid movement cannot be used in DBRB2. Why should I emphasize this bug? In other fighting games, key always has an advantage, but DBZBT3 is not. Because of this bug, players need to consider more. You have a lot of key, you can have many attack options. You don't have many key, and when both sides use Z counter, you have an advantage. So, I think Sparking Zero can be without a Z counter, but please maintain this design philosophy. After image, it has two effects: break away from hit and avoid the next attack. There's nothing to say about avoiding attacks, its focus is on break away from hit. It's like a nuclear weapon, using it can cause a fatal blow to the opponent. Do not use it. Opponents need to consider more during combos. And PvP masters must master it, because it's too powerful. If you want it to appear in Sparking Zero, I think it needs to be weakened. After use, it is still possible to break away from hit, but it can only dodge the next attack within 1 second. The 3 favorite points of PvE experts: Z counter, perfect smash, quick dash. Perfect smash. The difficulty and loopholes of the moves are high, but the returns are high, and it's also very cool. Because we need to control the duration of the video, we won't talk about this move. But there are similar moves in Sparking Zero. I believe that PvE experts will be very happy. Quick dash, I believe you all know. There are 3 types of quick dash for DBZBT3. Under the operation of PvE experts, quick dash and lens design complement each other. I cannot describe its beauty in words. And under the operation of PvP players, quick dash can also have continuous reverse selection. This is a beautiful and practical tsa. Take a look at Sparking Zero's quick dash. Don't you think there's something missing? Afterwards, there are points that entertainment players like. They also exist in Sparking Zero. The battlefield is large and the speed is fast. The speed sensation of being knocked away. Destructive terrain, explosive planets, destroy clothes, transform D and exchange of blasts. You can use the strategies in the original work. You can use the anti-counterattack moves in the original work. Equipment system, players can set character balance. A must-kill animation with a strong sense of immersion. After winning, an animation appears, or in battles must-kill animations. What form do you prefer? All of these come together. She can meet the emotional needs of players in battles. Example 1. Players see their teammates sacrificing one by one. Players are angry, so transform into a Super Saiyan. Example 2. The player saw that their opponent had been hit by the Sun Fist. Players are happy, so play hide and seek with your opponents. DBZBT3 is not only competitive, but also entertaining, so even now, DBZBT3 is still popular. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope as advertised, Sparking Zero is the orthodox evolution of DBZBT3. If my video can help you, this will be my honor.